We have been in a fog, and as we emerge, we see the world's been pushed to the brink, and so have you. I'm Dr. David Orrs, I'm the Doc of DeFi, and I invite you to the desert sunrise. So it started about 5 minutes ago, and wasn't able to make it quite to this angle in time to see all the beautiful colors that were there initially. It was quite interesting with its orange, pink, and yellows. But I was really adamant to come out and experience the sunrise today, and I will try and get to the sunset later. When that occurs, it all depends in this area what's going on exactly in the west, whether there's too many buildings or not. But what a glorious view I have now of the sunrise. So this is something to do with sleep hygiene as well as light hygiene. So a lot of your cues on what to do with regards to your wakefulness, your alertness, and your time to regenerate has to do with how you're exposed to light during the day. It's important to have the natural exposure to light as much as you can. Now, not everybody can wake up and see a sunrise or stop everything they're doing and seeing a sunset, but when you can, it is important to take that in. It's in the morning time, we have, as you can see, it's more along the lines of the yellows and oranges, and that is the wavelength of light, but the incidence of light is very important as well. So in the morning, it is coming from the ground and moving in an upward direction, and your system recognizes this. It's exposed to that movement, and that movement gives a cue to your circadian rhythm, your pineal gland, for instance. And in the daytime, it is directly overhead, which is a lot of how we experience things in, behind four walls, behind closed doors. We have overhead light. However, the incidence of light is not the only thing, it's the wavelength as well. And if the sky is not overcast, it is blue. And varying wavelengths mixed in with all of that. There's a lot of bad press, I guess, about blue light, with the blue light that's coming from this screen right now, screens that we all work with on a computer. And we have these blue blocking glasses and blue blocking screens or filters. That's something to be wary of, because there's new research that's come out to show that if you block too much blue for too long, that also is not as healthy, because you have to be exposed to some blue once in a while. And then lastly, we have the sunset. And the sunset is more along the lines of oranges and reds, and it is coming from a decreasing incidence, light incidence, and that's something also that is very interesting to be exposed to. Just think about campfires, for instance, that you've been involved with as a child, or with family or friends. It can be a grand old time, but the mood of having that low-level lighting in that proper wavelength, the oranges and reds, is another great signal. It's very soothing at the end of the day, and it allows for some healthy cues for your system to pick up and to start shutting down, if you will, for regenerative process. Now, not everybody can do that depending on their commitments. Some people have night shifts and whatnot, but again, it's important to be exposed to this as best you can when you can. It brings some healthy rhythms to life. Now, I'm just wondering whether or not yet we're actually seeing the sun break through. You can see that right behind me now, just happening just well over the mountain. So and there's the actual sunrise breaking on the crest of that mountain in real time. And prior to that, of course, we had the beautiful color display. Now it's being a bit overshadowed by the fact that the sun is so bright. Anyhow, we'll catch you on the next video.